speaking of Afro Samurai, which is a good segue, actually, out of the game section. So, long weekend, thought I'd binge some shows.
Oh, yes, okay.
So what'd you watch?
I binged 2 shows.
Yes.
Just Shoot Me.
Oh, no.
Becca.
I should. Oh, dude, I would love to binge Becca.
Drew Carey show.
Damn. Killing it. You're on a roll. You know, if there was a streaming service that had all those shows on there, I'd definitely sign up.
Isn't that Paramount or Stan? Don't they have
No, I'm not going to sign up. So I'm on the cheap Netflix at the moment.
Oh, yes, that's the best one.
The ads.
Yeah, sure.
There's Netflix ads?
Oh, they're milking the hell out of the ads, man.
What's it cost? Like to have Netflix?
It's like $6.
Excuse-moi.
Yes,
yes.
I thought you were a sailor.
Oh, not for a while now.
Oh, really?
I can't bother. It's too risky these days.
No.
Yeah.
Risky?
No.
Risky?
No.
Wingman.
You can never get rid of it. It'll come back on the high seas.
I've got too much crypto on my computer to take risks at this point.
Just get a cheap-ass laptop.
That's all right. I do. I've got
Your crypto's going to be
on
worthless in a couple of weeks anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well.
Oh, yeah, didn't you see that? Crypto.
Help me pay my rent. Someone.
The NFT market's
It crashed. Yeah. I saw it like a week ago.
I don't deal with NFTs.
I saw an article that literally was like, NFTs are useless, worth less, way less than imagined or some forecasted. Like, I could have told you that a year ago when I first saw the clip art that was being drawn in paintbrush worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah.
8-bit
Traditional media is just there, like, finally going to televise. It's no longer good.
Anyway. So, the first show I watched, the new Castlevania animated series.
Oh, how's that? I heard that. Was that good?
Okay, hang on.
I heard it was all right.
Hang on. I've got your description from the other day.
Oh, yes, that's right. That was the first one.
I'm going to read the description because when I read it, I'm like, this has to be reread because I read it twice because I sort of...
What happened? Shot myself in the face with water.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so... All right, so this is what you messaged on Friday. It's Sunday, for point of reference. We were going on about, we're trying to organise coming here, right? So we're just going back and forth. And then you said, for you, I just said, let's go with Sunday, Arvo evening. And you said, for you, I can do it. I can do anything for love, including that. I'm like, why? I'm just trying to organise a day and a time.
Is that Meatloaf?
Yeah. Do anything for love. Anyway, and then he just said, that was at 3:35. At 3:42, so like you let it sit. It was simmering. You put the phone down. It's like, all right, we've established Sunday, and then you've come back, and I've just seen this paragraph. By the way, literally. Don't remember if you guys watched Castlevania anime on Netflix. Yeah. First adaptation was really good. They just released another adaptation called Nocturne, and it's absolute ass. How you take a classic and make it work and it's allowed to go through is beyond me. It's fucking 1700s and they brought modern day trash into it. Shame. The first adaptation is just so fucking good. And then I wrote, LOL, modern day trash into 1700, and then you were on. You wrote this 4-part paragraph-like thing. So, they made 90% of the cast females and immensely powerful ones at that. But sure, that's fine. They basically outshine the main character, whose bloodline goes back hundreds of years as vampire slayers. And I'm just hearing my voice as well. I do fucking voiceovers, but I sound so fucking banal and dry. It's not even like a bit of charm in it. It's just, he's a crying, scared bitch, which is the farthest thing from the truth in the stories. But the females are strong and call him out for being weak. And the slavery, ... My God, man, the slavery. That was the main story. A black woman whose pain is so deep because of slavery. Quotation marks, white man, hate speech. Gay scenes out of the arsehole. Which I was going to ask you, how's it gay scenes out of the arsehole?
So my apologies.
Yeah. Everyone was either gay or lesbian. The random harem around the main guy we understand nothing about. No idea why they are so powerful or why they even have powers. If the black chick's family was so powerful, why the fuck were they slaves? It's true.
Yeah.
Hang on. They literally just kept shitting on the white man in power, and now it's time to start a revolution and take it back from them. Equality makes a shine in it too. And I just wrote the white man. LOL. And I said, literally quote, I said, I can't wait to hear about it. And I just left it there. So.
Is it the same character from the first one?
No.
So it's it's the second one with a whole new cast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like hundreds of years later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they is he like the descendant of that guy from the first one?
Yeah, he's the Belmonts, which are they're the family
okay.
bloodline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's actually? I never played Castlevania. So what's it actually about? In 50 words or less.
The original?
Dracula. It's about Dracula.
Yeah, I only know it's just about Dracula as well. Like
it's about Dracula, his son Alucard, that he fathered with
Alucard.
Alucard, which is Dracula spelled backwards.
Oh, I thought like a la carte, like...
No. Dracula spelled
Would you like a little bit of blood from 1950? Or something from 1950?
Moving along the rotisserie. Can you imagine?
How fresh is this Bordeaux?
It's like a Sizzler setup. There's like an old woman, 2 kids fighting over chicken wings, Dracula in his suit.
He's right behind some old bag.
Just shuffling along. Sorry, we're out of blood. No. And then just sits down.
How long do you think it will be for those? At least 15, 17 minutes.
He's like, I'm going down to the Vietnamese restaurant.
I'll go get some
blood cakes.
I'll go get some salad.
He's just eating fish fingers, from the Bain Marie. All right.
Do you have anything rawer than this?
There's all these people tripping on his cape as they walk past.
I'm hearing Sideshow Bob. I'm hearing Kelsey Grammer's voice. Okay. So, hang on, man. All right, so Castlevania is about Dracula.
It's about Dracula and his son.
Yeah.
And then the other main characters are basically the Belmont family, which is that bloodline that descends hundreds of years. They're all vampire hunters, vampire slayers.
Yeah.
And then you sort of combine the two together and you get this rich, mystery, horror.
Are they trying to kill each other?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Dracula's the all-powerful being.
Yeah.
And then Alucard is like this torn between human and...
I'm picturing Sizzler and his cape. Fucking Polynesian aesthetics on the wall and this pale Dracula waiting for his roast.
There's just like some dudes dancing in the background with a little ukulele.
Can I have a second slice? No, one slice each person.
Scallop potatoes, salad bar shit.
Do you have any...
The little jelly.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, do you have little black jellies? No, little black jellies? No, sorry, these are just durian.
He doesn't touch durian. The smell.
It makes me sick.
It's rather pungent. You should drink blood. Anyway.
Okay. Stop saying a la carte.
No, please.
So Dracula's son is torn between, human and vampire. Greg.
Is he half and half or something?
Yeah, so the wife is human.
Okay.
Dracula birthed the kid with the human wife.
Why are you laughing now?
I'm just thinking of like the domestic situation. The wife's human, and like she's like just she's making him fish fingers.
Basically, so to summarize it,
He gets a normal job.
He's got to mac his head on. Can I take your order, please? Yeah, I'll grab a Big Mac without Kevin.
becomes a car salesman. This can fit 20 bets.
Anyway, continue on.
And so to summarize the story, the wife or the mother gets seen as like a witch because she's dealing with vampires and Dracula, and then they burn her alive. And then the vengeance is basically Dracula. So he was like coming around to being like, you know what, humans aren't that bad.
Yeah, he's kind of siding around
Because
he's
I love her.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Blah blah blah.
Who killed her?
The town.
Oh,
Sorry, the Pope, the Catholic Church. So the Catholic Church burned her, and then he just loses it. Right? It's just vengeance,
the town on
darkness
everyone.
on the world.
Yeah.
and it goes from there. So it's a great story. It's a rich story. It's really well written. I mean, it's so old by now, but the material's there. Okay. The material is there. So it's we're talking about like
That was such a desperate clearing of the throat.
I don't remember the exact year. I think it's like between. So I think it's set between the 16 and 1700s. This specific animated series, and mind you, 16, 1700s. very specific period of time where specific things are going on. Specific
very
people are in
specific.
power. And,
Yeah.
Yes.
What was happening in the 1700s? Let's just have a look at that. Let's just do a Google.
Oh, yeah, it's great. No, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Google 1700s history.
Continental US, I believe it's called.
Well, where are they? Where's he set? Transylvania.
No. It's set
No,
in
it's downtown New Orleans.
Massachusetts, I think.
Yes. What are they doing in Massachusetts?
It's set in America somewhere.
Isn't it a European-based story?
Yes.
So 1700s.
So what are they doing in America?
And they go around the world.
Kind of like Carmen San Diego?
Have you ever
Okay, so
felt like
Like
this?
When strange things happen.
They're going around the US?
isn't that the Round the Twist song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. All right.
That was a childhood beloved show.
The area that is now Massachusetts was colonized by English settlers in the early 17th century and became the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in the 18th century.
Oh.
Before that, it was inhabited by a variety of Native American tribes, blah, 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 named after one of the pilgrims.
Oh.
Can you fucking... I'm doing it. You told me to search this.
Yeah, I'm interested. This is interesting stuff.
Yes.
So the king established the Dominion of New England in 1686 to govern all of New England, to centralise royal control and weaken local government. Sir Edmund Andros's intensely unpopular rule came to a sudden end in 1689 with an uprising sparked by the Glorious Revolution in England.
So the Aculas side with the UK, I'm guessing the King of England, and the Belmont side with the US continental states? In
John
the
Hancock was
American
the first
Revolution?
A little bit more cryptic than that.
What do you mean?
The Aculas.
They're a little bit more cryptic. I'm not going to get into the full thing. If you want to get into it, you can watch it. But
You've already put me off it.
yeah. So
I haven't said it.
So my issue with it is that the Belmonts are the story, right? They run a lot of the Castlevania story.
Yeah.
Without them, there is no story. Okay, without them and Dracula, there's no story. Very little of both of those things are in this series. It's basically about. I would say 90% of the cast were females. Fine, who cares? Whatever, man. Great. Unlikely for that period of time, but fine. Let's go with that.
Wait, when you say females, do you mean like when you say unlikely for that period of time? Do you mean in positions of power, or do you just mean because
in positions of power to themselves, but not to the land? The land were the evil white men.
Oh,
yeah, all of them, evil white men, everyone, all of them, evil. Okay, so there was not one good white person in this. Everyone was evil. All the black people were great, fantastic, kind-hearted, whatever. Great, whatever. Okay, fine. Move past it. So the females in it, super powerful. Like, is stupidly powerful. More powerful than the main character.
It's a power fantasy, wasn't it? Female power fantasy?
100%.
Yeah.
So,
wait, who's the main character?
Richter Belmont is the main character. Mind you, he's like an icon of the games as well. Like, one of the original games, Symphony of the Night, he is the main star of that because you get introduced really early on to him until you change characters. And so the whole point is that he's this strong, powerful, bloodline going hundreds of years, and he's, now the current one and blah, blah, blah. He's a little bitch. Okay. He's a little bitch until like the last episode, basically. And he's crying. Every scene, someone was crying. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, they literally went back-to-back crying scenes. They'd go back to one person, they're crying, and then they change scene completely to another area completely, but the same, within the same fucking breath, crying.
Over what?
I don't know. Crying, just crying. Oh, I shouldn't have fucking done that. Oh, why did I do this? How am I going to get out of this? Oh, like, what the hell's going on here? Like, did people cry this much back then? I thought they were strong-willed. Weren't they all like tough-skinned and shit? What are they crying? Anyway, so the thing that shit me the most was that the female cast around the main character was so powerful, more powerful than he was, but you never understand who they are, why they have powers, why they're powerful.
How they ended up in the situation.
How they ended up, no idea. You have no idea what's going on. The only thing that they explain in one of the characters, so randomly this black character pops up, and she's like descended from like Osiris or something like that, and she has like all these...
Osiris is in Egypt.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with vampires?
I don't know.
Vampires were from like the Balkans.
Ra? I don't know. It was Ra
Egypt.
or something. Yeah, I know. I can't remember what it was, but she has the power of Earth or some shit, right?
That's Demeter. That's ancient Greek.
Dude, I'm lost. I'm telling you, I'm lost.
Hang on. Castlevania was about vampires.
Yes.
The vampires descended from like Transylvania, Romania,
The whole point is holy and dark, like light and dark, good and bad. That's the point of Castlevania. Like the holy, paladins and shit like that. That sort of holy water era, plus the darkness, sunlight, stuff like it's classic stuff. It's classic.
Yeah.
Where all this came from, maybe it's somewhere in the story. I've never heard of it. I don't know. But she's basically like this controller of Earth. Crazy powerful. Mind you, dumb bitch out the way. Like, she's literally standing up in front of thousands of vampires while they're trying to stealth because she's so angry and powerful and she doesn't care if she gets caught, and even though she's getting everyone else killed because of it. It's like, what? But then you portray her as really good. So you don't understand where that's coming from. All you know is that her ancestors, who were also slaves, that she can summon to do some magic. It's like the most confusing thing I've ever seen, but they're all slaves, right? They're all slaves, and that's what drives their power or something like that. The whole, I'd say, over halfway of the entire show was talking about slavery and how they need to revolutionize and...
Wait, they're vampires?
No, they're black people, I'm saying.
So who are they? What's their tying?
They're slaves.
So they're just slaves in the background?
Yeah. The way they really shoved it in there was that one of the sugarcane farm owners was a vampire.
So you've got a white slave owner who's also a vampire, and these are his slaves in the cotton fields.
Who can decimate entire thousands of people, you're saying, as well. But they somehow got captured.
But they're still. How can they be slaves if they're all powerful?
Well, she's descended from exactly. She's descended of these gods or something, and her father. She inherited her power from her father.
He has a collar on her. That's why.
No. There's no collars. No, there's no collars. Her family's just descendants of these gods that are super powerful.
That's just a reflection of the type of writing as well nowadays. It's just
it's horrible.
Yeah,
the whole thing didn't make sense, and it's such an unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, it really is, because the first one, I don't know how they strayed so far from the first one, the first series, because
this makes sense.
It's really good. The first one's great. It's true to the story. It's true to that. And the thing that most pissed me off, okay?
Most.
So you sit through the whole thing and you're like, I was cringing quite a bit. Even my missus was like, this doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. We've committed to this now, so we're just going to sit through it. And then you get to the end, okay? So by this point, I think most people that are either this was way too woke, or that are you failed to tell the story, we're not going to continue this. We're pretty much at the point of I'm not going to ever watch the next season or whatever. They're not going to continue from here, even if they sat through the whole thing. So what they did was, if you did sit through the whole thing, who did they bring at the last scene on the last episode, just as a little nick of time?
Dr. Acula.
Yeah. Well, the son, Alucard, who's a fan favorite. So they bring him in. Not only do they bring him in, because he was in the first series.
Yeah.
Not only did they bring him in, but they purposely downgraded the graphics on him so he's a spitting image of what he looks like in the game. He looks terrible in the thing because it's downgraded, but it's nostalgic, right? When you saw him, I was like, holy shit, that actually looks exactly like him. They purposely downgraded it so that they're like, well, we created a shit show, right? But let's get them back in for season 2. Here he is. What the fuck is wrong with you? They don't care about material. They don't care about nostalgia. They don't care about anything anymore.
No fan service, no nothing.
No, they just ruined it.
It's called ESGs. ESGs.
Oh, yeah, you said that on the last episode.
Safe. It's essentially safe investment. That's what it all boils down to. But it's investment in a safe way with small net returns.
Yeah.
That's what it all comes down to.
The question goes...
Because diversity can't be wrong.
Who is honestly watching this shit?
On to my next series.
Nobody.
No, wait.
Did they announce a third season?
Yeah, there's going to be a second season.
There is going to be a second season. Of that one. But still not the original one.
No.
Do you know what sits with me a lot? Do you remember when you sent us snippets of comics? Just literally panels of what comic books look like now.
Oh, yeah.
And there was the villain fighting like a hero or whatever. And then...
And it's my pronouns are this, but you're going to fight me.
They're in the middle of a battle, and she's like, oh, and by the way, it's they, them, or something.
Well,
and the villain's like, yes, who are we without our pronouns or something?
Well, even the Starfield pronoun shit show. Like when you create your character at the start of Starfield, you have to put in your pronouns.
Do you know how confused I was on that character creator? I couldn't get my character to be he, him. I couldn't figure it out.
It's the first thing there, just he, him.
No, it wasn't. Mine wasn't.
Did you
Mine
pick
was
a
they,
female
them.
body?
I don't know.
You must have picked a female body.
I couldn't figure it out.
You just scroll up at the very end when you confirm
They don't
it. You just
tell
select
you,
it.
though. It's just like body type 1, 2, 3, and they're wearing stuff, so you can't see what they actually look like.
So someone created a mod to get rid of that, and that mod creator instantly got banned.
Yeah,
and they said you shouldn't be making such a big deal out of this. And it was like, well, if it's not a big deal, then you should just leave it up.
Yeah,
it shouldn't matter.
But I mean,
anyway,
the lead producer is a he, him, or whatever.
Well, it's owned by Microsoft. The entire Microsoft is the entire.
Yeah. Anyway,
so second season, second series. Yeah. So I started watching The Sandman.
As in the Marvel character?
Yeah,
that's the animated one. Yeah,
DC. I think it's DC.
Was that animated?
Sandman was Marvel.
No, Sandman is Vertigo, which is owned by DC.
Which is owned by DC. Yeah.
I'm sure Sandman was a Spider-Man villain.
That's Sandman, as in made out of sand. Sandman, the Dream Sandman.
Yeah, this is like.
Oh, the Sandman.
He's like one of the most. He's one of the most popular. He's that DC character. So they made a show on it. The first thing I did, because I watched the Castlevania, and I was like, man, I can't swallow. Was that animated or real?
No, it's real.
Oh, it was okay. Live action.
Yeah, 15 million budget per episode.
Per episode,
15.
He's already looked into these.
11 episodes. I looked into it before I started watching it.
Yeah. 15 million. They used to make movies with less than that.
15 million per episode, 11 episodes. So I thought, okay, budget's up there. Like, budget's really up there.
$200 million budget for this first season.
Yeah.
All right.
On a DC as well, mind you, which, you know.
This is on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
So, all right. So the first thing I did before I watched it was I Googled, is it woke?
I'm pretty sure there's a website for that now, isn't there?
I don't know.
How woke is it?
I got to look at it. I got to find it.
I just want to put some input in it. The sad thing is, stuff like this 10 years ago wouldn't even crossed our minds because it was like, all right, there's a female main character in a movie, a TV show based in 1700s. Okay, so what? It's not a big deal. Predator, there's a Native American 15 years ago would have been, oh, that's cool. That's a cool setting. But now with the way things are, it's like, is this woke? Do I want to watch it?
Well, they want to highlight it.
Yeah.
Like, back then, you'd just do it because it made sense. Because
it was a character.
They work, or the character fits, or the person fits the character, whatever it is. The acting is good for that character. Great. Now it's like we're doing it because it's morally right and needs to be equality, blah, 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 blah. It's... but please.
Yeah.
Please. So...
Don't grandstand to me.
I Googled.
Yeah. He Googled.
Is it woke?
How woke is it?
Because I couldn't swallow another woke show, like, after the Castlevania one. So...
and swallow he did.
So the first thing that pops up is the director. Stop. So the first thing that comes up is the director of the show.
She directed Castlevania.
Getting... No.
Okay.
No. Getting absolutely shit-canned, apparently.
She directed Batgirl. Batwoman.
Who?
The director Batwoman.
Just let him finish.
I'm trying to... All right.
So, all right. So I Googled it, found the director. Director's comments were littered throughout the internet. Apparently, he got slammed by the comic book fans, right, for not sticking to the source material. Whatever. Okay, fine. It's Hollywood. They're going to change shit. But also, like, over-wokening the story. And his reply was, too bad, or something like that. And I was like, you know, do I really want to get into this and blah, blah. But I liked the trailer. The trailer was actually pretty cool, right? So I was like, fuck it, I'll just watch an episode. First episode was fine. It was actually pretty good. Second, third, pretty fine. Like little sprinkles of gay, lesbian stuff. Little sprinkles. I'm like, whatever. Fourth episode, I think, was a full gay episode. Like everyone, multiple people, everyone was gay. Relationships, like random people, just everyone was getting gay. I'm like, cool. And then reading into it, there was like, so it's based around, think of like the circles of hell, gluttony, you know, desire, lust, whatever, right? And dream is one of them. That's the Sandman. And so they're all like a family, and then Lucifer's like the mother or whatever. Lucifer's the mother, by the way. And so...
What?
Yeah, she's a woman. So...
Didn't they say that God was a woman, and now they've made Lucifer a woman as well?
I don't know.
What in God's name is going on? This is part of the plot, like...
So 90% of this cast, besides the main character, females, I would say of that, 70% of them, maybe more, are black. and then a sprinkling of like maybe 15% of like some other race.
Where's
like
this
maybe
set?
Indian
In hell.
in England.
Oh, I thought you
in
said
the
like,
UK.
I thought you said in hell.
So hell
there's
is
7
the
layers of
UK.
hell.
Yeah. That's the story. Like the theme is around the story. The characters are, like all those, but they're on Earth.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to
And
make a
they're-
joke.
And they're fixated on
I was
like.
going to make a very
UK.
poor in-taste joke. So what you're saying is,
That's what you're saying.
certain people go to hell. No,
Like he travels between
They go
the
to
realms.
London.
yeah, they go to London.
each
Well,
have-
you know.
Much of muchness.
They each have a realm that they preside over, whatever. So, reading into it, I found out that a lot of the people were pissed because not only did they not stick to the source material, sort of injected a whole bunch of wokeness to it, but they also changed the characters. So, for example, I think it's lust or maybe death is like this.
You're talking about the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the 7 deadly sins? I don't even remember.
Lust, desire,
Lust.
gluttony,
Lust, gluttony,
Envy,
envy.
greed,
Yeah.
greed.
I'm trying to think of the movie 7.
Yeah.
avarice.
No.
No, but there's something.
That's envy.
Hang on. We've got Google here.
Anger.
No, that's not a sin.
No,
Anger's
it's not
a
anger.
sin. 7 deadly sins.
Good anime.
It's an anime as well?
Oh, it's a great anime.
7 Deadly Sins.
Hey,
Oh, have you watched it?
in
I
order.
love it. Yeah.
Pride.
I started the first maybe 10 episodes. I just never kept watching. There was nothing wrong with it. I just didn't know whether I
Oh,
should
it gets a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 deadly sins are pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, sloth. That's the one.
Wrath and sloth. They're the
Yeah.
ones we remember.
So the show itself.
Wrath, sloth,
Lust or greed?
lust.
Or
We'll go
gluttony.
lust. Gluttony.
Gluttony. I reckon
Gluttony slash lust slash
Slash the rest.
slash the rest.
Where do I get wrath?
You're always angry.
Shut up! He's literally been ranting for 20 minutes.
I'm pretty sure you got a peptic ulcer growing on another peptic ulcer, growing on another peptic
My
ulcer.
ulcer's got an ulcer.
It's a double. One ooh makes you down, and the other ooh props you back up.
My ulcer's got an ulcer. That's bad.
Do you remember Malcolm in the Middle? He gets an ulcer from holding everything in. You ready to go on? Sure.
I get wrath. He's literally been ranting for 20 minutes about this, and I get wrath. Anyway, continue.
So
I feel like playing some Crusader Kings 2 now for some reason.
all right.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Celibacy trade.
The point was
Midas touch.
She's ugly?
Albino, thank you very much. Make it a family trait.
What a game, man.
I know, man.
I missed
There's
it.
some new stuff that's coming
Oh,
out
I
soon.
missed that game.
Yeah.
what DLCs?
Yeah.
My favourite word.
I know.
Get a license plate that says DLC.
They
That'd be
did
the
like
best.
a tournament kind of like, like the jousting stuff as well now. So they've made a story section where you can do jousting.
Really?
You can do your own like tournaments, and you could do it in the second one, but now it's an actual DLC where it turns into a story.
Okay.
So
Anyway.
yeah. Anyway,
Continue.
Okay. Sorry.
Interesting. They took the same mechanic and added a story to it and made you pay for it.
Literally full circle.
I know.
An hour and 20 minutes in.
Was it free? Well, no. I mean, it's
Oh,
a small.
so it was very cheap.
It's a small fee.
Small.
Considering the amount of content
But
you
they
get.
added a few skins that you got.
Seriously, if you want to play Crusader Kings 3, you just play 2. And you got the whole game there already.
They gave you early access to
Yeah.
a demo. 4.
They're the worst for DLC, Paradox. Oh my god.
No, Sims is the worst.
To be fair,
Yeah, Sims is bad.
to be fair, I bought the Australian DLC for that Hunter game.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't played it.
I played.
I spent $18 on a DLC because I'm like, oh, Australia.
I started playing it.
Let's fight some roos and emus.
And how was it? Oh, you never played.
I haven't played it. I literally have not touched it.
Did you play the Hunter Fisherman or whatever?
Which one?
They made
fishing
a
one?
fishing one as well.
Yeah.
No, I've not.
Same, yeah. If you hunt ducks in the Australian one, you just start getting picketed.
What?
Just saying.
In the game.
You don't shoot ducks. They're a pest.
Continue.
Anyway,
Oh, fuck, what were we talking about?
You've gone off about-
Sandman.
Sandman.
Oh, Sandman.
And the
yeah.
different characters.
So the show's actually pretty decent. Like the material's really good. I think they did take a lot of the core story, so that you can tell like the material's good. It's a very dark setting. and that's fine. But man, I mean, like I know gay people in real life.
You're kidding.
I don't know that many that are everywhere around me in a show. It's insane. Like everyone was gay. Everyone was gay. It was crazy. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. All right. And then every character since the main character like just was a black person. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Mainly black female.
Were these was Spike Lee the director?
No, some white dude.
Spike Lee.
Why is a white dude allowed to be director?
What do you mean?
Okay, let me just say something.
What do you mean a director?
Let me just say something for the record.
Like he's the director.
Yeah.
And he's a white dude. Shouldn't they like pick at that and be like, hang on a second, she needs to be a black woman?
But he wouldn't be in charge of casting, would he? He would put in
probably.
Who?
The casting director would pick the cast, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Based off what the writers come up with.
Well,
the writers would say,
it's a
black
production,
man
John.
inserts...
It's a production. It's a
look, I'll be the first to admit I don't know everything about filming.
I'm telling you. So when they come up with the idea of whatever they're doing, right?
Yeah.
Producers will get on board to see if they can bank it, if it's going to make money. They'll get a director on board to see if they want to share the vision of the writers and all that. So they get the director in, they get the editor in to work side by side with the DOP. Like, you know, can we make this appear the way we want it to appear? Are we all on board with the same page? Cool. Let's start putting this shit together. Cool. Let's get a casting director in. Let's get some talent in here. Let's see who we're going to put in this thing.
So then, this is my question. So then at what point, who decides that Snow White is Mexican?
The producers, the director, the writer, they all have a say. The writer might
all the people that got let off from Disney recently.
Yeah, the writer may not have a say.
What are they called?
Apparently, Disney announced now they've figured out that they're going to step away from all this stuff. Yeah. Apparently,
they fired the actual.
They fired
team.
the actual actress, Rachel Zegler, whatever.
Yeah, they're going to redo the whole thing.
They had a diversity team. That's what it was. Yeah. They had a diversity team. They fired the whole team.
So the writer would sell the script, right? And if they're not an ongoing member, then they wouldn't have a choice over who gets cast. Yeah, unless it's in there. They wouldn't. They'd sell the script.
Because I know, like...
ultimately, it comes down to the producer and the director.
Okay, because I know, like, heads of, like, studios will say, all right, well, with the trend, we need to see this in there.
Yeah, but it's the same studio heads that would say, we need a big name. You know what? Ethan Hawke's not big enough. We need to get Nick Cage in to do this instead.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Just curiosity, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Is it the writer? Because who says the writer, description of the scene, man enters into scene.
Yeah.
And stuff. But
it's then, like, all right, we're going to need a man to fill this position.
Yeah.
Let's put the casting director out to get some people in. That's it.
And then that's how you get...
some movies will get sold based on the fact that a certain actor has agreed to do it. You know, like, yep, this got greenlit because X, Y, and Z said they were happy to get on board. You know what I mean? Marketing power. Look, let me just say this.
That was the inception of the casting couch.
As someone who has several close friends that
I've never been an actress before. Well, let me show you some tips.
Welcome to Hollywood. Now, as someone who's got... that fucking mirror is going to come crashing down.
Nah, never. It loves me.
Can I just say what I have to say, please?
Okay. Why say
as someone who has several close friends that are gay, right? You would not know that they're fucking gay unless you literally ask them.
Yeah, because they don't parade it around.
No, because it's not something to discuss.
No.
Like, your sexuality is your sexuality, whatever the fuck it is.
No.
It's not something to discuss. But when all these game-breaking woke fucking concepts, they're literally exploiting something else now. In the 70s and 60s, they had blaxploitation movies. In the 80s, they had like women in prison movies that were exploitation. You know what I mean? There was like, they were milking the well of like all the buddy cop sort of movies, Arnie movies, you know what I mean?
They have their cycle of dingo.
We've gone through it before. In the mid to late 90s, it was all...
But I find the difference, though, with this stuff, Tim, is like, yes, we've got like superhero movies. They're finally winding down. Thankfully, all right? That's starting to that's finding its way down. Action movies aren't really a big thing like they used to be. Like the main draw card, like Sylvester Stallone or Arnie, like they're not really a thing anymore.
The only action movies we've had as of late are the Wick movies.
That's right.
True to form.
Yeah. But I find this stuff is more not so film trend, but this is a cultural trend that's started.
I agree.
It's completely different.
I'm not saying that.
It's another beast.
What I'm saying is they've tried to combine social norms and culture and trying to find a way to exploit it into media and combine the two. Problem is that because of social media being so prevalent and fervent, they just blend the world dry by extremism. You know what I mean? Being as extreme as possible to try and make the most noise, to make the most money they possibly can by ticking all these boxes that seemingly seem to be aligned.
Yeah.
You ask any other gay person, man, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Look at
What did you think? I take any of my gay friends, right, that I would have gone to watch movies with over the last 20 years.
That's too gay.
Do you think we're ever sat in a cinema and they were looking at the screen like, oh, I wish that was a gay person?
No, no one
gave a shit.
Nobody says that.
No one says it.
But the whole point of superhero stuff was so that you could just envision yourself and just...
It's fantasy.
It's fantasy. They brought out black superheroes and Asian ones and female ones so they could relate. But they didn't get so specific...
Because
there's like one kid in Massachusetts was like, oh, there's not this. No, they realized they did need it, but not to the extent where they had to cater for everyone.
Yeah.
Do you remember that Arsenio Hall clip that went viral?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that the other day again. And he makes the best point. He goes, I've had gay guests on here, but you wouldn't fucking know that they're gay because it's not something they want to discuss.
Do you know Douglas Murray?
In the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always on Piers Morgan's show.
Yeah, I didn't know. He's gay.
I know, because he tells that
I
guy.
didn't know he was gay either.
He's gay. I had
Haven't
no
you
idea.
ever seen that clip?
Which one? He goes off on that gay guy.
He goes off on a gay dude because the gay guy was saying there wasn't enough diversity in something.
And
Is that the blonde hair one or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's
right.
going
Calls
off at him. And then the guy's like, well, you're just a white man, blah, blah, blah.
White straight
He's
man.
like, mate, he goes, I was, what was the line
Oh,
he
I
said?
do remember that. Yeah.
Hang on, I'll find it. You guys can
But the best thing in that interview is, well, I don't know if it's that one specifically. It was a different interview where he's like, we're just tired of this. You're just harping on about the same old thing that's already been addressed 50 years ago.
Yeah.
We're just tired of it. And that's what I think everybody is at now at this moment. They're just tired of it because a lot of people are clicking on now who weren't already clicked on.
Oh, this is it. They were talking about Sam Smith. Sam Smith on stage and saying how he needs to be supported. You don't remember this? This is it. It was Sam Smith in his like jocks on stage, gyrating at an
objectifying. What else are we supposed to do with Donna? Given that all she ever does is demand we objectify.
You know what? You're both cis, white, straight men. You can carry on.
I'm not a cis anything.
Right. Shut
Honestly,
up.
I'm not. Just carry on. I don't even know what cis is.
Look, it's
what is cis?
What did you just say? If you just want to both be.
When I was born,
what did
you just said I was a cis. What is a cis?
Hang on. I got to hear.
That's
not what I'm here to discuss, but what I am going to tell you is
apparently our skin colour is now relevant.
I got to hear that.
We're white men.
So you're now being viral debate.
You're now being racist and calling me a sissy or something.
Hang on, Piers. Wait a second. What did he just say?
What did you call us? Repeat it for Douglas.
Says you were both. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Cis white.
I think you said. Okay, why don't you shut up for a moment?
Straight
I think you said.
Well, Douglas isn't straight.
You said that
we're Douglas.
I think you said we're both cis white straight men. First of all, I am white. Secondly, I am a man. Thirdly, I've been out and gay my entire adult life, which is about 25 years now. I don't know how old you are, but I was out as gay when you were still prancing around talking about whether or not you were. So do be quiet. Do stop judging other people. And if I were you,
me judging other people? Are you joking?
I would do a little.
Oh my God, Douglas, that's ridiculous. I'm not the one judging other people here. I'm just pointing out facts. I'm sorry I got your sexuality wrong.
No, if I were you, I would do the tiniest bit of research before opening your mouth. You're embarrassing yourself. That's probably why people wouldn't want to come to your show.
All right, embarrassing yourself.
You know what? I'll tell you who's really embarrassing.
I'm not a member of the queer community.
There's one interview where I think he's in Sweden or something, and he's talking to some, I think she's Swedish, and they're talking about, I can't remember, I think it's mass migration in Sweden or something like that. And she just opens up with a barrage of insults to him before they've even started the debate. As she talks, does her whole 5-10 minute spiel, then he just comes in and he just steamrolls her by just, instead of addressing what she's brought up, for 5-6 minutes, he's just insulting her straight up. Just straight up insults.
What is he? Who is Douglas Murray?
I have no idea, but I love him.
No, okay, I've seen him, like, as soon as you mentioned his name.
I think he's just like a political commentator. Not even political. I have no idea.
Douglas
I think he's an
Murray.
author.
He's a British writer.
Yeah, there you go.
British writer and political commentator. Founded the Centre for Social Cohesion. What? On brand. Centre for Social Cohesion. Really? What a champion. Nevertheless, I was going to say, the the grand final, the Kiss performance, yeah?
Ah, yes. Was it better than Meatloaf's?
Oh, fucking hands
I didn't
down.
watch it. I just saw the last 5 minutes of the match.
I've seen Kiss live twice, yeah? And I'm not going to go to their last show in Sydney this year. But when they announced that Kiss was going to...
Last show.
Yeah, last show.
Last 30th
I said to my like, I go, listen, dickhead. I go, I'm not going. Last Brisbane was meant to be the last show. That's it. I go, that was a year ago. We're done. I said, I'm not going.
I'm pretty sure when I saw them was... Did I go with you?
No, not with me.
I went like 15 years ago, and that was the final tour. I don't know what's happened since then.
It's like John Farnham's final tour.
Money, 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 money. Money! All right. Listen, do you know...
He just got sued.
Why?
For singing the song?
I did. Do you know who they had said... Okay, when Kiss got announced as the...
Opening.
Opening warm-up, right?
Oh, so sorry. They were opening or mid-halftime?
Pre-game.
So who was halftime?
We'll get into that.
Okay.
It's all right. When they announced that Kiss was opening the grand final, automatically AFL's out of touch. Who they're going to need like mobility scooters to get up on stage. La la la. This is bullshit. You know. Kiss are like literally the biggest recording band of all time. Like they're still selling out arenas.
Yeah.
50 years. They're doing retirement shows for the last 2 decades. Yeah. I've seen them twice in 2 different cities. Right? This is what killed me. Straight away, like the knives came out and they said, there was half of them saying they're out of touch, they're too old, like they have no relevance in modern day, whatever. The other side was saying, oh, you know, couldn't pick an Australian artist to la 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 la, right? Like, really? Like, I think this is like the Triple J hottest 100, you know, or Unearthed, where they're going to find some band that
some
plays
indie in a bar
in Collingwood. You know what I mean? Here you go. Here's the grand final, 100,000 people, MCG. Rock on, buddy.
A little bit more than your usual 10, but
Yeah. Like, no shit, right?
they'll be drunk.
I did last year after the grand final. Hang on. I'm going to find you this one, right? I tweeted immediately after all the knives started coming out. Dude, do you know who played last year's mid thing?
Wasn't it?
G-Flip. You ever heard of G-Flip?
No.
Okay.
That was the one... No, I don't know.
I had to look G-Flip up. Okay, because I had no idea who the hell
Wait, this
they
is
were.
an opening or halftime? Oh, halftime.
Halftime show. All right?
So they're big.
No.
Who the hell's G-Flip?
She's a bisexual or pansexual
Naturally.
indie musician, right, that does music.
Oh, then they got her off Triple J.
Literally.
What's Triple J's concert thing they call
Indie.
it? No. What's their concert?
Unearthed.
No, the one they always talk about.
Oh,
Splendor in the Grass.
Yeah. The Splendor one.
Maybe they got her off that.
Yeah. All right. I put a post up as soon as the grand final, like it was halfway through the grand final last year, right? I was watching it, I watched this thing, and I'm like, are you kidding? This is the grand final, the halftime show? And I put up a video, I spliced a video of the halftime show.
Shouldn't that be in the circle for the halftime show, not at a goal square?
No, because it's only a small setup. Yeah. I spliced it first with the halftime show from the NFL Super Bowl last year. Do you know who it was, last year's show?
For the NFL?
Yeah, they say it's probably the best one they've ever done.
I don't know.
Eminem,
Oh yeah,
Dr. Dre,
right. Yeah.
Snoop, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige, and they did like a medley of Dr. Dre songs that he was involved with for all of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Eminem got like an extra minute to do "Lose Yourself" or something. Epic like response, like this killed it. Dre paid for it, like he paid to do the production, but it was like an homage to like Dr. Dre's career. Hands down, lauded. Like this is incredible. You know, like superstars of urban music. And then you got us in Australia with G-Flip. Yeah? Listen to this shit, yeah? I swear.
That's Chet.
Yeah, it's a cover.
Oh, it's a cover.
Listen to this. I can't. Like, I actually can't. I get angry.
Why don't they just get Jet?
They broke up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Listen to the quality of vocals, yeah? This is the halftime show. That was the halftime show. How embarrassing. And you wonder why the grand final team decided, let's go with someone a bit stronger. And they brought Kiss in.
Who was the halftime show?
Hunters and Collectors.
That's an old 80s band, isn't it? What's their song again? That's, hold on. Hold on. That's not Land Down Under, is it? Is it?
That's Men at Work.
Oh.
It's the same shit, man.
Yeah, it's pretty.
They're all
I know the song, but I just can't think of the name.
They're all incestuous bands, man. They all dropped out of each other's bands and joined again. All right.
They're on Smooth FM all the time.
Yeah, 100%.
Do a one-hit wonder, move on to the next.
Yeah. All
What's
right.
the song?
I can't remember what they played, right?
Yeah.
I walked out. When they came on, I went for a smoke. I couldn't do it. Dude, they not only didn't do... There was like Hunters and Collectors and like a bunch of other random musos, right? They didn't even do Hunters and Collectors in their true 80s form. They did like a down-tempo reinterpretation of their hits. So it was like it was like a ballad sort of shit. I came back in and they were like crooning. And I'm like, what are we doing? I want to get G'd up for the second half and it's literally like background music at Sizzler.
Yeah.
Right? And then when I watched the opening show with Kiss, these guys came out, smashed it. They had like 1,000 kids in the crowd. Like, doing like...
They had like heaps of people at the front of the stage.
Stadium's going off. You know what I mean? They just did their best of, like 3 songs. You know what I mean? Killed it. And then I looked into it. Do you know who bowed out? Who pulled out of... This was the most disturbing.
Of the halftime show?
Of the pregame. It's not like Kiss were the first choice.
Oh, yeah. So they weren't the... Yeah.
Pre-game, AFL. Do you want to know who they picked? I want you to take a guess.
Is it an older band? Are they a big band?
Do you know what's funny? My guess would actually be Men at Work. That's the funny part.
Is it an Aussie band or an American or European or what is it?
They're local.
AC/DC?
No.
Fairly new? No. John Farnham?
No. Crowded House.
Oh, okay. That's an 80s band, isn't it?
And apparently Kylie was in the running maybe as well. And they
Look,
pulled
at
out.
the end of the day...
Crowded House had to pull out for them to get Kiss in. Kiss are on their final tour, like their last legs in Sydney.
Look, we offered Crowded House a few million. We can maybe spare $1 million of that for Kiss, maybe. I don't know.
I'm of the opinion that, yes, the AFL is massive in Australia, but I think it doesn't even make a blip on the world radar, if that makes sense.
No, but I mean, it's our country's...
I know,
It's a national sport.
Yeah, but it's not the NFL, so you're not going to get big names lining up to...
Didn't they just do the NFL-style AFL rings?
Yeah, I think they did.
They designed like these gold diamond rings for the AFL.
They're trying to make it American.
Look, the AFL is doing a lot. Because of the fan circulation, like around there, a lot of fan content now. It's becoming a lot more.
I know it's big-ish overseas.
Yeah,
I know America's getting a big.
They're doing a lot more to
yeah.
try and push the image of it and like make it a bit.
Oh, how sad would it be in, say, like 30 years' time if it finally becomes a world sport and Australia doesn't even make it?
No, into
like
their own league.
Into their own league in the group finals or something.
Represented by Collingwood.
For the World Cup.
To be fair, Italy hasn't played the World Cup in how many years? It's their national sport.
No, but I mean... No, but I mean, like, soccer is British.
I just felt another one.
I know, but it's like...
Yeah, sure it is.
But it's like, soccer is British. So, yes, all right, like, England has always made the World Cup, but they've never won it for like 30 years now. Mm-hmm. But it'd be like AFL is Australian football. So imagine if they're 20, 30 years' time, world sport, there's a World Cup, and they don't even make it out of the
I'd love
group
to see
stage.
that. It would mean that the sport got that.
But they don't even make it out of the group stage,
The students surpassed the master. Fair enough. It's bound to happen.
Eh.
My only thing was
It's Afro Samurai.
they came out so quickly to slam. They came out so quickly to slam Kiss because they're out of touch and too old. It's like, dude, they're still performing to a high standard every year. Then you got G-Flip last year just going, hey, hey! And it's just like, are you fucking kidding?
No stage.
Nothing.
No suits, no design, nothing. There was nothing in that. There was literally a chick in a tank top and jeans.
Do you want to know what killed me out of a performance? Quote unquote, right? I've watched this clip many times, right? Many times just because it got me fucking angry.
And they're in the shade.
Dude.
Surely you would have moved them to the other side where the sun is. Look at them, they're in the shade.
Dude,
you can't see anything.
The part that kills me, all right, you're just going to listen for it. Right before she introduces the guitarist to do his, highly acclaimed solo, right? She says, go Clyde, and then she screams right before she starts saying, oi. But it sounds like she didn't know what to say, so she just let out a grunt. Listen to it. You'll die.
How many times have you watched this?
Oh, too many times. Like, listen.
I've got about 12 ulcers at the moment.
I'm telling you. Just wait for it. Every time I hear it, I die. Just listen. Listen for it.
Oh, you know what? Maybe she was in a metal band. That's a good pickup, dude.
Always it, and at the end just goes, like a big shot.
It was a blur.
I'm telling you, I've watched it too many times, man.
Out of curiosity,
Dim's just sitting there.
and the blood comes out, frothing. It's actually bubbling. It's pink. Out of curiosity,
yes.
You look at like NFL, all right? Just because we were talking about it. The music that's shown when it's like a commercial or the halftime break. Like certain music suits the sport. Do you think that's right? Like a fair assessment?
Yeah.
So NBA for some reason just it's all hip hop. Okay.
Mostly.
Oh, there's a reason for that. For sure.
All those boys in Alabama watching their favorite.
Surprisingly, the European League is all Nightwish.
Yeah. NFL's always
it's kind of like
country metal,
some not really hip hop.
Nah.
What do you think the music should be for AFL? For me, like I think it would be like rock.
Yeah, some form of rock.
Yeah,
strong hard rock.
Yeah, like 80s rock. Yeah.
Oh no. Even do you want like
Jet?
No. Do you want like POD?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, even who played? Oh, what the hell is that? What's Jared Leto's old band called? 30 Seconds to Mars?
Yeah.
They played an opening, right? Mr. What's that song called? Mr.
Where? At the Grand
Downside
Final?
or something? Yeah.
Something like that.
Did they?
It was great. That was awesome.
Like, like U2. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Bit of Bono, baby.
It's like a
stuff
fast,
like that. Yeah, like
hard.
Yeah.
But very easy to listen to.
I think once they get the music down for what should suit the sport, they're going to
you shouldn't put a cover band on.
No.
Under no circumstances should a cover band be in the grand final.
I haven't heard the name POD in years.
Great band. Great fucking band. They had a song on one of their last albums. It was so heavy. It was so cool, man. Jared Leto, grand final, do you reckon?
No, well, I'm pretty sure it's 30 Seconds to Mars. I'm sure it was. I'm sure they were in it last year.
No. You think?
Yeah, I'm sure they played Mr. Downside, Brightside. What's that song called? Mr. Brightside, maybe?
Oh, the only thing is AFL Grand Final. What the hell? Footy fans accuse the rock band of lip syncing. What are you kidding?
Maybe that's not Jared Leto.
Well, it's a stadium. What do you want them to do?
Yeah, with the acoustics. Would be trash.
They're not singing exactly like how I sound. Those hear them on the
But the CD sounds so clear. It's like, let me tell you, I've been an audio engineer for 30 years.
I didn't say anything.
I don't have to tell you the finer details of how auxiliaries work.
I didn't say a word. Delta Goodrum was there last year. Oh, my God. Delta Goodrum?
And she was doing a cover of
covers, man.
I don't know. Jared Leto, I can't find anything.
No. It might not be Jared Leto. I'm pretty sure it's 30 Seconds to Mars. I don't think that's Jared Leto.
So Jet really broke up, huh?
Years ago, man.
It was a long time ago.
I thought they just weren't as popular. Or they just
That's another band that would be good for the AFL.
They broke up, I'm pretty sure, as well.
Of course.
What's that one that did that? I don't know the names of the bands because they're just like one-hit wonders. But like,
Korn.
No, Korn's good.
Korn is a good band. Freaking elite.
Could you imagine Korn?
In the stadium. Man, that'd go hard in the stadium.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
But
what was that one?
To touch a crowded house, man.
What was that band that like Wake Up?
Oh,
System of a Down.
System of a Down. Are they still around?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Serge,
he does his solo stuff too.
He does a lot of. He scored a film. I can't remember.
But they just released an album.
Did they? I know he scored a film not that long ago because I saw his name in the credits. I went, additional music by.
I'm getting a little bit tired of the podcast. Might have to get back into a little bit of the old tunes.
I heard, was it Pendulum?
Oh yeah, they're still around.
Yeah,
I was all over them.
They're a bit more like pop now.
Because the main dude broke off and he made his own knife fight or something. I think they were called. It was a band and it was just all like electronic.
Yeah, it's very light pop electronic now.
Okay.
Knife fight?
No, Pendulum.
Well, the album was called Knife Fight. And
They got like lighter and lighter as every album went on.
Work very hard.
I do. Everyone can't believe it.
What do you mean?
Oh, because I work with like all these young ones. I can't believe you work 2 jobs. Like, it's not that hard. Like,
I'm working 3.
yeah, like seriously.
What do you mean?
They struggle with 1.
What do you mean?
There's some that get there, like, you get there at 9, yeah? You start at 9, you got to be there before 9. Not on 9 on the dot, or even...
Well, ideally you'd get to work about 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
So...
They have team meetings every day. This is what the targets are.
Team meeting, check in, see what's what.
Yeah. I get the whole thing like, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm like, well, yeah, I get that, but,
Would you like to keep your job?
Exactly. These ones here, there's some, they've only been around for a month, 2 months. They're rocking up at 9:15.
What?
Yeah. Managers want to sack them like you wouldn't believe, but they've got to run it past the directors first.
Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. They're going into the busy period now, so I think they're worried about numbers. But I'm like, you got to decide because they've got a 6-month probation. Going to the busy period is going to bring them to 6 months. Do you want them or not? Piss them off. Yeah. They're not worth the headaches. You don't just get numbers for numbers. You want quality.
Good help's hard to find, man.
Numbers in war count for nothing, Dim. You know what that comes from?
No. Why are you looking at me like that?
Numbers count for nothing.
What?
It's from The Art of War.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't read The Art of War the way you have.
So preparation and there's preparation and something. No, it's numbers count for nothing compared to preparation and something else. I can't remember what the other one is. But basically, it doesn't matter how many people you throw. As long as you're prepared, you can take on whatever.
Yeah. Can I ask, why are you holding the mic? Is it comfortable? Or?
I find it more comfortable that way.
No, because it does stay where it stays.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes I like to come forward and I just find it's easier to do it and it doesn't make noise as I do it.
No, that's fine. I'm just asking, that's all. I thought maybe it was still moving around.
No. Because sometimes I'll.
Hey, what are you looking for?
The Killers was the band, sorry. The AFL opening act. I think it was 2018 or something.
Yeah, they did that song that everyone loved and I hated it.
Yeah, Mr. Brightside.
Can you get me that other Centauri?
Which coffee are you going through?
Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad at the moment.
Oh, the other coffee.
We can finish on that if you want.
No. Discuss before you open it.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, it just got me because it was Rainbow Mountain Blend, and I was like, oh.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah, I know. Signature Blend Iced Latte.
And the other one.
The other
See what
one
it says on it?
Zero sugar cola.
Yeah, keep reading.
Future flavored, co-created with AI.
How can you
Y3000.
How can you co-create a flavour?
Hey, AI, give me a new Coke flavour. Beep, boop, beep.
Would you like plastic in that?
Beep, boop, beep.
Do we want to try this one?
Would you like the flavour to have sugar or no sugar?
I'm having a taste
Beep,
test.
boop, beep.
Let's taste it.
You're such a dickhead. You did the hand movements as well. Beep, boop, beep.
Let's see, we've got carbonated water, colour 150D,
Oh, that sounds
That's
healthy.
flavour,
That's cancer.
Food acids 338331.
Cancer.
That's cancer point 2.
Sweeteners 950.
That's cancer point 3.
951.
100%.
And 955.
Yeah, definitely.
Preservative 211.
Leukemia.
And caffeine. Oh, you can't have it.
That's fine. I've been having caffeine
Don't
all
worry about
week.
the other stuff. You can't have the caffeine.
I've been having caffeine all week.
So in total, cancer 3 times, leukemia once, and blood infection once as well.
Contains caffeine and
Do you know what's bad?
Fentanyl?
Fentanyl.
Phenylalanine.
Oh, phenylalanine. That's what they put when...
How do you know what that is off? Just rolled off the tongue.
That's what they... Phenylalanine is... It's what it's called, isn't it? It's phenylalanine. Phenylalanine.
There's double nana. There's nana.
That is what they use when it's artificial sugar, I think.
How did you...
That's what they use for the diet stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's in Sudafed.
Sudafed? Is this shit?
I don't know. Coffee.
What is it? Rainbow Mountain
I
Blend.
used to smash those in Japan. My goodness.
Signature blend iced latte. Do I want to drink this?
No, it's a taste test.
Coffee drink with milk. Ingredients. Coffee 80%. Water brewed coffee 47%.
Phenylalanine.
Yeah, hang on, wait. Water coffee bean 4.3%. Coffee extract 8.7%. Milk 11%. Sugar skim milk powder 0.5%. Acidity regulator 500. Not even just 500. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is.
We skipped one to $4.99.
Zyklon B 43%.
Well, you gotta have Zyklon.
Sodium caseinate. What's that?
I'm
Sodium
guessing it's
caseinate.
something to do with casein,
What's casein?
like the milk powders.
Emulsifier shit or
Yeah, it would be thickener. Yeah, because casein's really thick when you add water. to
okay?
it.
Emulsifier 473.
Oh, there we
What
go.
the fuck? And flavors.
Now, let me give you an example as to why I drink these.
The last one just says flavors.
Show me that can. Show me that can. How do you spell the phenylalanine?
Phenyl double lala.
Dude, what is flavors?
So apparently, if it's artificial, they don't have to write artificial flavors now. They just write flavors.
Okay. Do you want to know what
Flavours.
phenylalanine is?
Wait. So compare that.
Did you sip it?
Oh, yeah.
Taste it.
I can't have died.
This is why I drink this. Okay, listen. Full cream milk, 30%. Full cream milk, and then cold brewed coffee,
I want you to
30%.
confirm the spelling.
That's it.
What's
What
in
is it? Say it again.
Cold brewed coffee,
Yeah.
and milk.
Cold brew's so good, man. Yeah. That's it.
All right, so this.
Can you get that from 7-Eleven?
I buy them from Costco.
Oh, maybe it's not at 7-Eleven.
It's in all supermarkets. I don't know. At 7-Eleven.
Coca-Cola Creations. Zero sugar cola. Future flavored. Co-created with AI. Just picture T1000. We're just
So,
pressing this shit.
I'm confirming that's a spelling. Phenylalanine.
Can you
Phenylalanine.
stop
And I
saying-
got it right.
Stop saying
I got
that.
it in one.
Contains phenylalanine.
And that's a spelling?
No, it's double lala.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
phenylalanine.
Lala.
Phenylalanine.
Phenylalanine.
Okay. Phenylalanine
Phenylalanine.
is an amino acid. Okay?
Right.
What is
Can you stop yelling? Just you're
I
yelling.
can't hear myself.
So turn your volume up.
Hello?
Hello? It's cold in here. Hello.
Yeah, turn your volume
He's
up.
going to go deaf if you turn him up.
I don't give a shit. There, you happy?
The phenylalanine is used for a disorder.
A disorder?
People use phenylalanine for a disorder that causes white patches to develop on the skin.
Am I drinking it?
It is also used for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder,
Holy shit!
chronic pain, aging skin, depression, and many other purposes.
They're
But
not
there is
even
no
hiding the pill anymore, man.
There is-
It's just fucking...
there is no good scientific evidence to support most of these uses. What
Dude, they're
foods
not
contain
even pilling us anymore like dogs. They're just pouring it into Coke and they got the label on
Do you know what
it.
the funny thing is?
phenylalanine is found in most protein-containing foods such as milk, eggs, cheese, nuts, soybeans, chicken, beef, pork, beans, and fish.
Everything.
So this is just an extract version.
Does Coke Zero contain phenylalanine? It also contains amino acid phenylalanine. So people with phenylketonuria should avoid it because apparently that's a disorder that you shouldn't have anything with
What is
that in
that? What's the disorder?
it.
Jesus, I'm not even hiding the pill anymore.
Most people don't need to worry about it, but it is an issue for people who have a genetic condition called phenylketonuria, PKU. Genetic conditions are passed through families.
That doesn't help.
So phenylketonuria, a birth defect that causes an amino acid called phenylalanine to build up in the body. It's chronic, can last for years or be lifelong. But what does it do? What is so bad about having such a large symptoms? Delayed development, failure to thrive, short stature, slow growth, cognitive, intellectual disability, or slowness in activity.
Is that your beard?
Yeah.
Freemasons around the country.
So you shouldn't drink this if you've got...
Too much of it.
Then how would you know if you have too much of it?
Because apparently you get screened for it when you're born.
When you start feeling the ulcer, you'll have too much.
Yeah, I'm sure the doctor, like the gynecologist that delivered you, you know what I mean? They're going to hit you up at 30 years old. Not the phenylalanine!
So when you're born,
you need a shot.
When a baby's born, don't they run blood tests?
Yeah, before that too.
Of course they do.
So it would show up in there. Apparently, it's one of the main things they look for. One of the.
How would you know? Like, how would I know if I have that?
Because they would say, Mr. Mr. and Mrs. Cupcake. No, it'd be Mr. and Mrs. Muffin, little cupcake here. We've run some tests on him, and he has a phenylketonuria as well as a spastic colon. So he needs to avoid these things growing up.
Oh, it's just diarrhea. Yeah, you'll get that a lot.
On cue.
He has a spastic colon. You hear it instantly on cue.
And we've officially reached the low-hanging fruit hour.
It causes
Oh no, we're going lower tonight.
atopic dermatitis, body odor,
So serious. Oh, we're going on tonight.
loss of skin color, seizures, and urine odor.
And I'm sorry, what was the last one?
Urine or odor. Urine odor.
Oh, I combined the two
Urine
things.
odor.
Urine.
Oh, so not urine.
So basically, that's what's in Coke Zero. I know that because I remember just reading it, and basically, no, hold on. Phenylalanine.
Stop saying it. Seriously.
Why? It's the one it's called, phenylalanine.
Do me a favour. Can you grab one of the mugs? I want to drink some of this coffee out of it.
Is it used for weight loss?
Is it diuretic?
Some studies suggest that amino acid could promote weight loss, reduce chronic pain, and protect against depression.
I'll grab a plastic cup then. I
There you go.
I want to taste it without that metallic sort of
That's
taste.
phenylalanine.
Hang on, I haven't tasted it yet.
Taste it?
What? Yeah, get 3.
Yeah, all right.
Well, I'm going to finish it. Oh, what? That one? Yeah, I'll have a cup. I'm finishing that.
All right, I'm not touching that then.
Well, have a sip.
No, I'm going to have this phenylalanine shit.
Phenylalanine.
That's straight up coffee. Forget it. Yeah.
Would you like the dispensary?
What dispenser?
It's phenylalanine. It's your hit.
Jesus.
What colour is it? Is it purple?
No, it's just regular Coke. Yeah.
But it's not Coke.
Wait, it's regular Coke? I thought it was special.
It's see-through.
It's not see-through. The
No, it
cup's
looks like
dark.
Coke.
It smells like the first
Smells
like
it's advertised as
fruity. It smells fruity, doesn't it?
future flavored Coke created with AI. So
kind of like
I don't
Pepsi.
understand how AI
No, but it
works.
smells like sweet. Not like Coke. It smells like
Oh, that's with a phenylalanine.
All right.
like a bouquet, like wine.
It does have an after smell.
Like almost like not bubble gum. It's like
yeah, like the Hubba Bubba
kind of
pink.
yeah.
Once it goes stale for a minute.
Has a phenylalanine there.
Kind of tastes like vanilla Coke
Yeah, that's it. Vanilla Coke. Definitely.
with like a AI touch to it.
Funky aftertaste.
It's got a funky aftertaste. Yeah.
It's definitely vanilla-y. Vanilla Coke's not a thing anymore, is it?
Yeah, you can get them now finding in little bottles.
You can get them in.
I'm not a fan.
What is that aftertaste?
It's like vanilla, but it's not.
It's familiar.
It's like cherry Coke and vanilla mixed.
I was going to say it's kind of like a cinnamon, like a Dr. Pepper almost.
No, Dr. Pepper's is a lot stronger.
No, but less strength.
What's it called?
And vanilla.
You know what it's like? It's like you go to 7-Eleven, you make a Slurpee with every flavour. Mm-hmm. When it melts, mixed with soda water.
Why would you have soda water mixed with the...
He's
Carbonated.
Yeah, he's
That's what
describing
it's
how-
carbonated melted
That's
Slurpee.
probably pretty accurate, actually.
With
Close
all
to
the
it.
Coke, raspberry, and like that,
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan either.
that random third flavour that you always get, they just to fill the top of it off on a Slurpee.
Yeah, that's not nice at all.
I like it. I like the phenylalanine.
Of course you do. It's all the calories and fucking flavour.
I'm not a fan.
What's the flavour? What's it called?
AI.
Creations. Limited edition. Y3000. Sodium bicarbonate.
What's the flavour?
It's just
Creation's
called-
flavour.
Yeah, Creations flavour.
There's a marshmallow flavour.
It does taste like stale marshmallow, to be honest. That's a pretty good...
So the variants are Starlight, Bite, Marshmallow, Dreamworld, Move, Ultimate, and Soul Blast.
So which one's this?
So artificial flavours.
They're all artificial flavours. That makes no sense.
So variants, all the flavours there.
Uh-huh.
What is a Coke Starlight flavour? Space-inspired Coca-Cola. Yeah, but what's the flavour? Here you go. It's a kind of like minty cotton candy sprinkled with vanilla and has a sort of red.
He's yelling at his phone. Tell me!
There you go. That's it.
What is it?
Minty cotton candy sprinkled with vanilla.
I don't get the mint.
No, me neither.
I also don't really get the cotton candy. I'm getting the vanilla, and I swear it's cinnamon.
The marshmallow sort of I'm getting. Burnt marshmallow. Anyway, continuing on.
Do we have some chips to go with this?
Yeah, I do actually. They're up there on the fridge.
Are they expired?
There is no such thing as expired, John. They might get stale.
Some of they stale.
I don't know.
Where are they?
You're not going to start eating chips now, man, with your crunching.
Why not?
Oh, they're Tyrells. He's not skimping out.
Oh, man.
Hang on a second. Are you broke half the time? You're getting the premium
That's
chips.
why he's broke. He stopped buying cold cuts and now he buys expensive chips.
What makes you think that I even paid money for those?
He's a grifter.
He's got so much money that he opens one packet, doesn't finish it, then opens another packet of
Is that the mustard ones?
cheddar, parmesan, and brie.
Have you tasted the Dijon mustard one? That's a nice
Would you
flavour.
like this one?
No, I don't like open packs of chips.
For the record, I didn't buy or open
rest?
either of
please.
those.
No, I can't even drink
I
that.
had some mates in here about a month and a half ago, and we had just a couple games of FIFA.
Or do you like a bricky?
I'm good,
There's
thank
a bag of lollies up there if you want.
Put that in the fridge, don't add to the other stuff.
It's going to go flat. Just chuck it out.
Add to the others. Just leave it there. I'll finish it later. All right?
Recycle me.
Can you just... It's like the smorgasbord's opened up.
I don't even want to drink this.
Dim, Phenylalanine.